Hello everyone, my name's Kyle Camerlinck with Taiter Realty. I wanted to go ahead and make a video including a little bit about myself and my company, Taiter Realty. Taiter Realty was founded 2 years ago to best provide the best service to clients in and around Jupiter, Florida. I like to look at real estate from a finance lens, and I like to focus in on luxury waterfront, deeded boat slips, and select commercial assets. My job is to protect the value of my consumers, whether that's the buyer or the sellers, so you get them the most amount of money for their property or to get them the best deal on a property. I want to provide direct advice, local access, and clean execution. My job is to, like I said, net you the most amount of money. I want to provide accurate pricing, bring in qualified buyers without wasting your time, leveraging on negotiation, one of my specialties, and provide clean execution. Your job as the seller is to go ahead and trust me and to realize that you did hire a real estate agent that knows how to do the job so that you can focus in on your work and your life, your family, whatever you have going on, and to give it all to me and trust that I'm going to do what's in your best interest. So this year, 2026, right now we're in June 1. I've closed 13 transactions year to date. So you know that I'm actually using my license. I'm full-time in the game and I have the experience needed to best serve you and your friends. I have 5-star ratings from everyone I've ever serviced. I service a lot of off-market deals, so I have buyers come to me asking to help them find a property that they're looking for that's not available active on the market. And I know a lot of agents will just sign them up for MLS alerts and hope for the best, hope that something comes available. I like to take a more proactive approach and go in and reach out to these owners, whether that's direct mail, email, phone calls, or all three, to get a hold of these owners to see if they'd consider a private transaction between buyer and them to help the buyer find the property that they're looking for. I have plenty of examples of doing that, and I'd say half of my transactions all happen off market because of my willingness to pick up the phone and be proactive for my clients. So, where I stand apart is I won't go and hand you off. A lot of the skilled agents and the agents that are starting to do more transactions are all in a hurry to go ahead and build a team. I'd rather focus in on what I specialize in and serve my clients to the best of my needs and personally through myself. I'm not going to go hand you off to someone with less experience and less transactions. I want to be able to take care of you and provide the best services possible. I see a lot of value in that. I grew up here on the water, went to Jupiter Christian School. I know a lot of the schools in the area. I played basketball, baseball, golf growing up, so I competed against a lot of these local schools. I know a lot of families in the area, and I think that helps give me an advantage as well. And like I said, I can find a lot of deals off market, so whether that's boat slip outreach, owner calls, getting you the perfect single family home, helping you find your dream lot to build your dream home, that's one of my favorite things to do, and just, serving the clients, and it's amazing to be able to find the deals that they didn't even know existed. So I like to focus in on, the properties that many agents shy away from because of their complications, their uniqueness in how they're priced, and just the low inventory. A lot of agents will see that as intimidating and they're not be skilled enough to price that asset, or they don't want to go and pursue it because they feel like there's not enough available and there's just too much competition. I see it as an opportunity. I can go in and I can control the inventory, bring some extra inventory to market to service these buyers and provide what they're looking for, whether that's luxury homes. And if you're looking in that price bracket, you know how low the inventory is, especially in some of these waterfront homes. Yes, there's some available, but if you're looking in certain pockets of the river, certain depths where there's no fixed bridges, maybe in Tequesta, or if you throw up a search, there's really nothing available, especially priced appropriately and in a great location. Some locations have more availability than others, but there's really not much. Boat slips, virtually none, and then even commercial assets. If you go try to find a standalone commercial building here in Jupiter, you're not going to find any. So these are all perfect examples of very valuable assets, assets that I love bringing to market, that I love taking the opportunity to bring to buyers because I see the value and I see the opportunity in these assets. And I think that I become more valuable to the seller by understanding that and being able to market that appropriately and show the value in that to the buyer that may not see it the way that me and the seller do in that situation. So when it comes to pricing these opportunities, I think that I have a unique sense in my ability to underwrite. I did some work in mergers and acquisitions. I have a double major in entrepreneurship management or management and finance with a minor in entrepreneurship and sales. I then went on to do my MBA in management with a focus in finance. So I really have a passion for finance, for the numbers, and I think when it comes to valuing these waterfront properties, it's more of a science than just a guesstimation. And I think something that's such a large portion of your net worth should be treated as such. So I take true pride in underwriting some of these deals, especially the waterfront properties, the slips where there's none available. And then I love being able to go over the numbers with you to see how we can make your property worth more, especially when it comes to the more expensive ones. You can change or you can make a significant amount of money just based on small changes done to the property, small improvements. And I take true passion in that. I kind of see it as, in a way, portfolio management, financial management. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't give you financial advice, but I do like to treat it as more of a portfolio manager, more of a client relationship where I can help you make more money in the end because ultimately I want you to succeed and I want your net worth to grow as well. I fit best with luxury sellers who want the truth about the market. I'm not going to go in and lie about the how much your property's worth in order to get the listing or lie about how I go about things in order to impress you. I like to go based off statistics, facts, and what I know works. And that's what you're gonna get with me is just honesty, the best service, and the best valuation that I could possibly provide. As an investor, I like to look at downside risk and help you maximize your wealth and check the exit value and the returns before you really make a decision rather than pushing a property down your throat in order to pocket a commission. For waterfront buyers, you're going to get someone with local knowledge that knows the depth, knows the best pockets to own waterfront, the best locations. And I'm going to check for access, frontage, and resale demand. I'll also search off market for you and bring off market opportunities to you. I also work well with capital preservation. So I grew up in a family office, so I know what it's like to have to preserve cash, especially in times of market uncertainty, whether that's the dollar weakening, us and the potential of a another war. Any downside risks, you want to be able to buy unique assets where you know that your money's going to be safe. And while you might not have a great gain, your capital is being protected there. If you buy the right property in the right location, in the right on the water, your money's going to be safe. Your cash is going to be protected. It's hard for values to drop when you buy in the right location and you buy an asset that's rare. So for someone that wants the right advice, someone that's going to give you the right conversation of not what we should list this for, how much money you're going to make, or to pretend that you have an opportunity that's not actually there. If you want the truth, if you want direct numbers and someone that's going to look at your wealth as a whole and help give you advice on pricing of your property, how to help you make more money and ways to maximize your wealth in your portfolio, then I think I'm the right person to reach out to with the finance background and the passion in finance. I think this is very important to me. So if you're interested in that as a broker, then I think I could be a great fit for you.